My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Straight 2. Hello, Hellhound and Lazarus League. Good to see the two of you again. Ooh. Okay, some interesting starting. Proto Heart Gauge isn't part of it. Just good stats on that. 2 copies of Vent for some AoE, 2 copies of Explosive Reaction for some AoE, and Meat Hook. I like Hook Hand, especially against Seraphiternus Chosen to Dominion. Being able to daze it so that it doesn't apply or double the corruption. This is a single unit full counter to Seraphiternus Chosen to Dominion. Very useful. Alright, let's see what else we can do. Oh god, we're Shartail Queen. We have only 4 spells in the base deck. Okay. I mean, hey, we can rally the hell out of this Shartail Queen very easily. The only problem is we can do all of that in service of getting one very powerful unit. What else do we do? We're gonna need more than just one unit. I'm pretty sure about that. Good lord. It's a Parcher Manifest. Non-banner units have deployable. I mean, it's the best thing I can do for the imp. It's just I'm gonna be drawing like, oh my god. Yeah, screw it. I'll find out a way to do it. Ability, Imp Toss. Kill all imp units. Deal 20 damage to per imp, rather 20 units. It's gotta be royalty with the rally trigger. I mean, not having to wait for royalty to start growing bigger is certainly gonna help us. And then, I mean, the assistance over the implings. I mean, I'm gonna prevent one of you from dealing damage. It's actually irrelevant, because that's where I should play the Vent. So I'll just save your ability for another turn, and we'll be taking 6 straight to the dome. Doing it this way, this deck becomes very thin very quickly. Gotta play Vent on this line still. Hey! Oi! Come on, I think it's pretty clear what Fluoro's trying to play the Vent on there. I just need a way to get Shartail Queen some health that supports it continuing to exist. That's all managed. Hurrah. Yeah, I 1000% need to start on the second line immediately. Molting Imp. Hidden Passage is also good because it can summon something on the bottom line and then I can rally, and then I can send it up to the next line, overstacking the next line, but also giving me, allowing me to continue my rally benefit. A lot of them, though, don't really care about continuing to exist on the other line, like the units that I tend to be doing that with. Molting Imp, allowing me to do AoE damage to the enemies. I mean, it's just, yeah. It's gotta be that, I think. Don't need another Explosive Reaction. Forevermore Serum or It's Alive? I think some health support is gonna be necessary. I have none of it in the deck yet, so. It's Alive will be a copy of that. Lazarus League unit, Merchant of Steel. Probably gotta be where I go. Endless would be really useful, because then, like, Endless, Molting Imp, I have a chump block every turn, but I also have AoE every turn. Really useful. Dualism, Rage, Quick. Okay, there's good things there. It's just... I mean... Yeah... Hydra Armed Horror with Quick immediately. Oh, I can actually give Dualism and Rage out at the moment. Oh. Because Dualism on Meat Hook, it dazes for 2 turns. And then I could give you Rage 24, which, like, later in the fight, later in the game won't matter at all. Right now, that's huge. And now I have something to do with all of my swords as well. There we go with the first Scissor Hands. I think we're okay here. Yeah, we're definitely okay because of all of the additional Scissor Hands we just got. Daze you for 2 turns, and we actually just have enough to get through it, as it turns out. So yeah, we're always going to be fine. This enemy having spikes is like as hard counter as the enemies could have gotten for me there. Well, the helper. If it's in my opening hand, it's armor for Shartal Queen very easily. Vampire's Tooth? Another piece of equipment. Merchant Arms versus Merchant Magique. Look, I do like arms, but I don't know if the Hydra Armed Horror really, really cares what I like. God, Merchant of Magic, and I've only got 2 cards in the deck to really upgrade. More deployable banning units is not really where I want to go. Yeah, screw it. All right. Merchant of Arms. Iron Tongue. Boiler Room bottom line, incredible. Saves me all of the energy I need for the entire fight. Only problem is, I can make you deployable, but I cannot guarantee that I'll draw you. It's so useful, though. Oh. Well. I think Umbrastone Trample for multiple different people would like to be wielding that. I think I should probably get a head start on removing cards from my deck. I'm gonna get a Spear Steward out there. Drawing that in the opening is really bad for me. Ugh. Oh, I really wanted an unstable vortex for removing cards in either of the next areas, but neither of the next areas has it. Yikes. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Nice try, buddy. Get dazed for 2 turns.
That's what happens when the boss is flying.
Vent sounds really good for me for the bottom line, because then the Chosen Flagellant doesn't even ascend. Decent Boiler Room bottom line as well. Gain that sword in the middle of the turn. Huge. So Hydram Toro is going to be hitting Flesh Weaver and then adding Fleshlings to the field and then killing the Fleshlings a lot. Unfortunately, this is going to give us a huge amount of corruption on our biggest damage dealer. But thankfully, in doing so, it will also completely neuter Flesh Weaver. It's definitely a priority for us. Frustratingly, that's the best damage I'm capable of. Yeah, 30 more damage for you. Yeah, this earlier would have been a lot nicer. And Implig behind, not that much damage. That probably changes the map a bit more than anything else. Down to 50 health. Not thrilled about it, but we survived. Double-Edged Bearer giving double-edged arms to especially Shardtail Queen is really useful. I don't need a second Hydra on Toro. I definitely don't have even the deployable energy to play the Test Subject Alpha. A Rail Beater for the bottom line setting up for Shardtail Queen would be really good. I probably have to take Capacity after this. And then I'm going to have to take energy later. This is all weird. Merchant of... I mean, there's a lot of reasons to go for the Merchant of Steel, but the Merchant of Trinkets, at least, could solve a lot of problems for us at the same time because of all of the imp synergies, because of all of the weapon synergies, because of... There's just, like, we're running currently down multiple lines that the trinkets of our two clans would be really helpful with. The argument for Merchant of Steel is largely just Railbeater needs more survivability if I actually want to be able to use it surviving on that bottom line. Summon triggers an additional time, obviously ridiculous. Gurg's Goad, demon units gain multi-strike 1. Damn it, that only affects the Railbeater. On deployment phase, add a random craft unit to your hand. It only affects the Railbeater right now, but also the Railbeater is gonna be pretty happy to have that. Oh. Well. This has got to be Molting Imp, I think. Oh. No. No, it has to be Molting Imp. I probably end up splitting these across all of my units. I give the Molting Imp the worthy... Do I give the Molting Imp the worthy sacrifice? No, I want to give the worthy sacrifice to someone that I sacrifice worthily. Reanimate? I mean, Reanimate's going to be nice on Railbeater when I end up giving it dualism. Okay, we'll start with worthy sacrifice on Well to help us, so I can play it in the back line to shield the front line and then destroy it. Total misplay. Do you want to show me 001? So left, right. Left. Oh, well, actually, I guess I do go that way because the other one's the Merchant of Trinkets. So left to a Merchant of Steel, and then right. I can totally follow that path. Not a problem. The Reanimate's not going to be especially useful. The Fecundity will be, though. A Fecundity for an Erratic Assistant to just give me another Erratic Assistant. It only costs 1 to play both of them. That's 2 rally triggers, 2 weapons. Royalty 2. Start a battle, enemy units appear on each floor is kind of annoying, but they're going to be misshapen fiends. Yeah, so even if they get past me, they don't do that much damage. In case I get Vent, I want to be able to Vent and the Erratic Assistant takes all of the damage. So I'll put one on the second floor as well. I do not get Vent. Oh, double summon trigger. Good. That's a lot of weapons. Scissor. Vampires too. Let's go Queen Zimbling on the bottom line, just for some defense, and then a single vent. Saves 3 HP, but costs us 2. Oh, hell yeah. Boiler Room, Erratic Assistant. I'm going to target it with the I don't need to do that. I just want to. It's not necessary. Maybe it should have been shield. Actually, it will be shield seal to defend that second floor. So one of the big reasons I want this rail beater on the bottom line is because the apply melee weakness strike sets up to double the damage of the next unit, which effectively just doubles the scaling of the Chartel Queen. I need a way to increase the damage of the Hydron Toro. One of the ways that I could have done that is one of the things that I was looking for from the previous Merchant of Trinkets. Specifically, where are we? Lazarus League. There you are. Hair of the Hybrid. Equipping a unit under half health applies armor 10. Otherwise, it applies rage 5. That would be a really good damage scaling strat. None of the rest of those would have competed as much. Oh, this is easy. Explosive reaction on my own unit to free up the space on the bottom line. Welder Helper then gives the additional health twice to the Rail Beater. God, I want to give you dualism so bad. I could pop you right now, but I don't need to. Let's add multi-strike. So if I popped you, it would be in service of what? In service of summoning a Shield Steward to the same line just to be a defender. I'll give you It's Alive so that you have a good amount of HP at the end, and go. $380 damage right there. Obviously, it took melee weakness setup. Still. Oh. Important work is huge. But it's up against Impish Scholar. Do I even exhaust cards? I exhaust one card at the deck at the moment. I love Impish Scholar, especially doubling its effect. It's literally card draw. It's literally card draw. But so's important work, and also, especially if I end up making an endless unit, important work becomes very... like critical dire, I think. Certain there's a word for it. Organ Harvester, Slay Gain, Reanimate. None of my units get to really hold the organs for that long. I mean, Meat Hook could wear that. Sometimes Meat Hook gets to kill a unit. Meat Hook can set up killing their own unit, but the thing is, Hydron Toro is quick, so it's really difficult to do. I think maybe Insatiable Hunger just so that I give lifesteal to a field to heal it without having to move the unit to the front. So it has to be the Merchant of Arms here. I do have enough money that the Merchant of Trinkets would be still good, but... oh god, what do I even do? Second copy of Important Work, maybe? Void Armamente. This is funny. Reanimation Lab. Friendly units gain +7/+7 on summon and reanimate. This is a summon trigger. This gets duped by Ashes of the Fallen. So we would be giving 14/14 to each unit when we summon it. Unfortunately, it's not really relevant unless I'm reanimating those units. I think Void Armament is really good. The downside being, if I try to use it, and then we lose the line, I lose the run. take it. Doesn't need to be deployable, though. Oh, wow. Deployment phase, draw an equipment card from your deck, reduces cost to 0. Well, so the correct thing now becomes make the most expensive void armament related equipment I can. I don't want to merge a glass cannon into it, thank you. Well, that'll do it. The Swift Steel Dagger, I'm going to merge you two, and then in opening I will not draw that because I have too many units in the deck. I totally forgot about that. What a nightmare. I'm gonna do important work because it's really important. I need to get a lot of money, and I need to remove so many cards from this deck. The Unstable Vortex removals. Here, nothing. Here, removals. I have to pay for removals. I need to get all of the stewards out of my deck. I guess I'm gonna have way too many deployables this whole run. I'm almost never actually gonna get to trigger this, and I just made a piece of equipment I can't really use otherwise. Oh boy. Yay! We got it! And the boiler room, even, to start with. I've got to get the rail beater there, and I've got to get Hydrant Horror there, so the other ones will have to be played in the middle of the battle. Do what you need to. Jump blow with a double-edged bear for that line. Okay, we only lose 4 health on the rail beater. I need to give you dualism. I need you to have so much more health. So much energy right now. I'm gonna explosive reaction my own unit, then it's alive. Scissor hand. Okay. Oh, bottom line's already comfortable by itself. Can't get them to kill an additional unit for me. That's okay though. Yeah, see, this is not where I want to be. I would love to be eating or giving him different unit armor, but if it's got to be the Sanguine Assistant, it's got to be the Sanguine Assistant. Great. Although I would have the ability to replace the equipment if I needed to get rid of the Void Armament, which is quite encouraging to know. I really need this Hydron Tor to have some damage because it's got so many strikes. It just doesn't have any damage points. That'll get him. Into the box. Yeah. I mean, we double summon triggers. Into the box. Papa Flash. I suspect I'm probably better served by taking a single copy of Horrify. Papa Flash is nice, but it's not a unit. I'm kind of scared of those. Left is Merchant of Steel. Very happy to be here. I know there's something in my deck that wanted duelist. That's it. There you are. Hello, Rail Beater. Oh no. Oh, it's got to be the Welder Helper, right? Surely it has to be the Welder Helper. Oh no, but Rage as well. Okay, I'm gonna do the Rail Beater. I'm also gonna give you Rage, because now you set up giant melee weakness and then you exploit the giant melee weakness. You are a ridiculous unit right now. Hydron Torah. I think I just give you straight up damage. You gotta start getting damage somehow. I'd love to get Endless for this Welder Helper. Enough that I will re-roll just in case. There it is. Because realistically, this is energy every turn. It is 40 armor every turn. Worth. Starting health, reanimate, large stone. Nope. Which is good, because that'll free up a lot of ability for me to remove a lot of cards from this deck. I want to remove the ones that have a cost associated with them first. Because I can't play that many things in deployable. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20 deployable cards right now. I just need to push the odds in the direction of getting the right ones, and the Queen's Implings are not incredible. Like, yeah, they're doing 16 damage to the front enemy unit twice, but at this point, it's not... It's not better than a chance to draw the boiler room or my merged equipment, for instance. Oh, this is so good. Welder Helper in the first turn. Get Trample, Charlottetown Queen. I'm gonna have difficulty killing my own minions now. Just courtesy of the fact that Charlottetown Queen's gonna be killing things. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to use a lot of spells to kill my own minions. Oh boy. Tough. Oh, no, everything's fine again. Explosive Reaction takes out my own unit, allowing me to play the Welder Helper, allowing me to eat the Welder Helper. I gotta remember, Welder Helper at the start of every round. God, where do I even play my... Maybe I play these on top line? They're good for the rally triggers on the bottom line. Oh, right. I didn't even think about that. Giving quick to the Charlottetown Queen via that equipment now means that it hits before the Rail Beater does. In the Relentless phase, it'll still be fine. Boiler Room. Welder Helper, and then eat that Welder Helper, and then play a Queen Sampling, and then eat that Queen Sampling, and then play a Welder Helper, and then eat that Welder Helper, and I got 9 energy after all that. and 260 armor on the rail beater, which is going to make it real difficult to kill him. Really don't have anywhere that the erratic assistant can go where it won't, or where it will rather die. Perfect. Oh my god, that was enough damage to prevent any of these units from dying. There we go. Well to help up, play that, then molting it, then eat that, then well to help up, then eat that. I could be not dazing you and getting more weapons, but the more weapons scale the damage of the Hydra-Armed Horror, who is not the most horrific unit on my board by a long shot. 35 damage to all enemies. Yeah, I think that might be. Oh, 930. Brain transfer. Sacrifice. Transfer damage and all buff and debuff effects to the front. Friendly unit. I mean, it kills a unit, right? That's what that does. It kills a unit for us. It allows us to kill a unit. I mean, every which way this... I want this desperately to be energy for the sake of the setup. But every turn after that, it depends if I even have the boiler room as to whether or not we're good for that. Ugh. Wet. I'm gonna go right. Gotta go this way for my not dupe, the event. Well, there is dupe here. I don't know, maybe a second copy of Welder Helper in the opening would be really nice. That said, I don't want two of them cycling through the deck constantly. That's way too much armor. It's just the earlier I can access it, the better. Cost consume or consume removal. I mean, let's hold over an important work. Let's -2 cost consume the brain transfer. Let's negative consume that brain transfer. If I re-roll here, what am I looking for? Spell chain. Almost exclusively. No, I just save my money. I think I am going to need help killing my own units. Second brain transfer. Now that it's 0 cost. It's going to be useful. Royalty now gets 25 more damage for every unit that gets added to that floor. Enormous enemy units restore 150 health if they move up a floor. That's going to be annoying. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm getting this merged equipment every time in a way that's making me think the tuned whetstone is activating before anything else, which I'm thrilled to see. Oh, sick. Great Horrify draw right there. There you go. You go to the back, Celestial Bastion, the one that's not going to impact the comedy? the outcome at all, then Fire Chomper, and I'll Brain Transfer so that I can also summon the Mold Pigin. Important work draws another Brain Transfer for us. Alright, Existent. I'll take that, thank you. Another Scissor Hands for the next line. And look, I could vent, but the outcome of this floor, killing the Double-Edged Bearer as well as the Queen Zimpling, pretty much exactly what I want to see happen. Just another multi-strike, the Hydra-Armed Horror that doesn't get to play. It's kind of ideal that it doesn't get to play, to be honest. Yeah, the only reason I'm not currently killing all of these enemies is because I haven't got a Trample Stone, but... There we go. I kill all of them before they can kill my Erratic Assistants, sadly. But, like, all of this comes down to, why would I gimp the growth of the Shardtail Queen in order to benefit the Erratic Assistants and Hydra-Armed Horror when the Shardtail Queen does so much more? Just every way it's doing way more. You know what? I'm gonna move you to the front of this floor. I'm gonna Welder Help this floor. I'm gonna kill my own... Wait, I can't kill my own Welder Helper. Yet. So It's Alive is gonna give some additional damage to our Multi-Striker, then Welder Helper, then eat that Welder Helper, get that Welder Helper back, then play that Welder Helper again, then eat that Welder Helper. As long as I get the big ones down, we're all okay. Perfect. Welder Helper, eat the Welder Helper, Welder Helper. I'll Brain Transfer to get some more damage. That's actually Brain Transfer to give more damage to the Hydra-Armed Horror is a way to do it as well. Perfection. I don't need to do anything else, so I won't. Get him! Some. Second opportunity at Rage Room. I still don't really want to... Friendly units gain Rage 2 on Strike and Revenge. I mean, look, it's a way to get a lot of Rage for the Hydra-Armed Horror if I want to have like a... Alright. Sure, it does something in that fight, and that's gonna be enough. Surgical Strike. Add a copy of this card with Ephemeralty hand. Do I go... I probably go Merchant of Steel after this because I get a bunch of buffs here, and then I get to dupe something with them. So if the Surgical Strike can't get upgraded, is it still worth it? Yeah, probably, actually. Okay, Many Lives. I like Many Lives on Meat Hook here, just for the survivability of it all. Yeah. Then Fecundity is a mere matter of giving us an additional card to hand. Like, I could do it with the Welder Helper. It is good. Yeah, I should. I don't really have any good upgrades I can hit on minions at the moment. Like, the minions that can take upgrades, don't really care about any of the upgrades they can get. Thankfully, that leaves me a lot of money for removing cards from my deck. Oh, Hair of the Hybrid. That's what I was looking for earlier. Equipping a unit under half health, applies armor 10, otherwise it applies rage 5. I'll take that. Reroll. Ancient Pyre Tap just for deployment. Railhammer is huge too. And then I get to remove 2 cards from this deck. Should probably be a Queen Simpling both times. As for our Empyrean Well dupe, I don't think I need a second important work. Although I will have 2 units to kill with it. Okay. It actually helps me mitigate the draw negative that we're dealing with. Let's give you Rage, and then I'll give Reanimate to a single Molten Imp. No reason to hold on to all that additional money. Getting some armor on the Shartail Queen before I put down the Rail Beater is probably a good idea as well. Oh, right, I forgot. These ones don't have, like, ethereal or anything like that. It's okay, we'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. Worthy sack for the energy. Although I guess I could do that before the boiler room, but it doesn't make a difference. Let's get rage room on this floor. Daze you. I don't think I benefit from playing the transfer this turn. I can't fill the entire deck with just Welder Helpers. Or can I? What'd be so bad about that? There's the holdover in Borden work. Good to see you. There's the surgical strikes as well. Great. So I'm going to surgically strike my minions away. Then Molting Imp the bottom line. Eat that imp. Surgical strike this line so that I have access to Welder Helper to support the health of the meat hook. can pop that and then summon another Welder Helper. Can summon another Welder Helper here. We are now at the point where if I want, the rest of the game can just be me playing Welder Helpers. And seems like a pretty good idea. I really need to get my Trample Stone out as well. Unfortunately, the Chosen Supplicant's currently surviving on that line. Good lord. It's alive, and then give you additional armor twice. Because realistically, you are the front of the party. It's got a decent amount of rage as well from that rage room, and it's getting more now that it's being struck as well, because it's revenge and strike that are the triggers for that. Yeah. Given the fact that I'm not killing the Chosen Supplicant in the backline every time, and it's giving us 2 Scourge cards, yeah, I was... Oh, boy. That's really bad. We almost lost our Hydra Armed Horror. But because of that, I'm basically drawing 0 cards from my deck anymore. Like, I'm getting 6 cards in my deck, and I'm drawing 0 new cards each turn. Yeah, just hold over and endless cards. What about that? How that Condity was going to be working for us. Oh well. Not enough to be able to keep Railbeater alive. Unfortunately, it looks like they get enough dupes, but thankfully it ends there. This should be completely fine against the Titans. I mean, especially if I draw the... The only reason that one was so different to earlier as well is because I didn't have the Umbra Stone. I didn't have Trample. If I had Trample, it would have looked a lot more similar. Also, thankfully, due to entropy, we are going to be losing our front line consistently in this fight, which, oh, what a blessing. not a lot I'm capable of doing here. So on this first turn, I gained more multi-strike with Hard Triumph Horror than it had all of Lost Battle. Oh boy. I need to draw my shield very soon for that bottom line, though. That's not that. Queen Simpling, draw. Oh boy. Trample is all I need. Changes everything as soon as I get it. Can I please have my guy? Oh my god. There he is. Also this, also. Like, literally two of the cards that are essential for me being at the very bottom of the deck is, well, it's about as bad as it gets. I think we'll be okay. But yeah, that's yeah, that sucks about as much as it's possible to do so. There it is! Woo! Finally! Alright, I'm gonna well the help. I'm gonna do some important work. I'm gonna well the help. Also gonna well the help. I might well the help. Go Erratic Assistant and Brain Transfer to get another piece of equipment. Stable Reaction takes down some of the backline that way, and that goes as well. Then Day's Savagery, so I don't have to deal with the incoming damage that much. 192 armor on Meat Hook is definitely enough to keep it alive. Which means, yeah, I'll win this fight no matter, having removed the queen. What's it, is it just regicide because it's the king? Is there a specific word for, is it just, Google, please tell me, is regicide just the king, or does regicide also mean queen? Okay, so it only means king. So what if I kill the queen? Queen? Regicide. What's the queen version of regicide? Okay, well, I'm getting told by a lot of dictionaries that regicide is the killing of a king. And then, in parentheses, or queen. Like, you could just say roller. Alright. It comes from Latin regis, meaning king. Yeah, that's to be assumed. And the ancient French side, meaning killer. Alright, so there's not a unique word for that. Damn. That would have been useful for the title. Oh well, ooh, Umbra Stone, hugely valuable here. Keep him popping. Okay, Savagery's already dead. Entropy's dying a lot this round. It'll probably take as long as it's going to take to kill Dominion as well. Yeah, that's enough armor on the bottom line so that Savagery doesn't deal direct damage to our Pyre. That's good enough. Bye-bye! Meathook's been able to daze constantly, but only really cares about doing it to Savagery. Yeah, that'll work. I'm honestly really glad that we were allowed to not have to redo this fight in any way and just let that queen die and just have, especially because it represents like an ebb and flow over the course of the run. Like the queen was definitely the most powerful thing at the start. And then for a brief period of time, it was the Mr. Double Slapman. Where are you, Mr. Double Slapman? Rail Beater, the double slap. And then it started to look like the Hydra Arm Horror was never going to be relevant to the entire run. And then Rage Room came, and then suddenly Hera the Hybrid came as well, and we managed to bring it back online to the point that once we lost our first line, this second line was here to clean up for us. Huge. Get him! So sure, like part of our original organization as this Hellhorned Lazarus League society was monarchical, but we've moved beyond that. Again, just no other things occurred in this run, just an increase of the win streak from 1 to 2. All right, fair enough. I still think some things happened in that run, not least of which, of course, ticking off another clan combination, which will continue in the next episode. Until then, though, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is the series playlist for all my content on this game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously support my Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add or above the thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Lotta. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.